item number is. It's to do with the notice of motion about tolerance. I just wanted to say a few words, very few words from my own point of view, but also to read out a short statement from Melissa Morris-Loyd, who has got, because of childcare responsibilities, couldn't be here tonight, and she wanted somebody to make her views known. So that's the second bit of it. But the first thing to say is that I want to urge all town councillors to support this tolerance motion. I don't think there's any political intent behind it, much less a plan to put town councillors on the spot or to sow conflict. These are some of the things which have been talked about, I know. It's the opposite of that. The point is, and there are four things as far as I'm concerned: send a positive message to ethnic minority people and everyone else that they are welcome in Ledbury. Secondly, to send a positive message to the community that Ledbury Town Council stands against racism and bigotry of all kinds. 3, remind the haters in our community that they are not welcome in our town. And there are a few of those, and I will draw your recollection to the incident where the Horseshoe pub, which was run by a Hungarian lady, was threatened with firebombing because she had the temerity to put a Hungarian flag outside alongside a British Union Jack. And she left town terrified for her family. So there are some of these people about. And fourthly, I think that this motion reminds the community that we all have a role to play in confronting prejudice and hatefulness wherever it exists. None of us are perfect, so occasionally we need to be reminded of that of ourselves and be reminded that it's better to live a good, decent life than one filled with bitterness and hatred. And that follows on from Mary Cooper's comments. These are simple, straightforward, non-political aspirations. Now, this is a statement, if I may, very quickly, it's short. To the members of the Town Council. Melissa says, "It saddens me greatly that I even have to write this. Following the result of the EU referendum, I have seen friends of mine from Poland, the Ukraine and Romania made to feel like outsiders on the streets of Ledbury. Shouts of, 'We voted out, why are you still here?' to 'Go back to where you come from.' And these are the parental guidance versions of what some people have shouted at them. I have seen this happen with my own eyes. I have come to their defence, yet our town council has not. I believe this was due to petty personal differences. Why else would it not even reach the agenda? Other market towns put forward the tolerance motion and it was carried. Why couldn't Ledbury? Where is the harm in telling our European brothers and sisters who lend so much to this town that we will not tolerate any hatred toward them? Now it finally comes to being put on the agenda only because it has caused such great embarrassment and requires our new mayoress to answer awkward questions as to why it proved too unnecessary to make a cut originally. The Town Council would do well to remember that they have been elected and should keep personal differences out of their council affairs. We, the people of Ledbury, all people of Ledbury, deserve better than this." Melissa Morris-Loyd. Thank you for listening.
Anybody else want to talk?
I'd like to say a few words on the same agenda. For those of you that have been in Ledbury for 70 years or more, you'll remember that we had a prisoner of war camp here. And when the war ended, we were left with quite a lot of Germans and Italians. And they stayed in the town, they married local people, and they brought their children. And we've accepted them and gone really well with them all. And then the GIs put out to Eastern Park. Left an awful lot of black children behind. We grew up with them. Their skin colour meant nothing to us. They're our friends, they're still friends after 70 years. There is no racism in Ledbury. I don't know where people are getting this from. It's a figment of their imagination. I live in the centre of town, as you know. I walk the town here every day. I see Eastern Europeans all over the place. I haven't heard one of them take any abuse from anybody. We see them in the bank, in the post office, in Tesco's. They walk up and down past my house all day long. There's stigmatisation or harassment. It's a lovely place to visit. They come back year after year after year. Why would they do that? They're confronted with all these awful things. I think it's a load of rubbish. And the people that are perpetrating this, it's in their own minds. It doesn't exist. There is no racism in Ledbury. And the only reason I voted to leave the EU is because I didn't want the EU telling me what to do. Not because I didn't like Europeans. I think they're fine, they're lovely people. I think it's a waste of your time and a waste of people's time in Ledbury, and most Ledbury people don't agree with you.
Wow. You're voting for Hereford Council.
Can I just share one experience? I employ a
Shocking.
Portuguese gentleman from Ledbury, who again, in those few
Can I have
days
your
after...
name, please?
My name, Daniel Vesma, V-E-S-M-A, who experienced, within the week since Brexit, 3 or 4 instances, once at the pep station on the way out of town with another customer, and twice around where he lives, being told, why haven't you gone yet? You know, and it is real. It's sad. There is some racism in.
Well, that's one, there's 3 things.
Oi, he didn't interrupt you.
I'm talking about the one that I know. I'm talking about the one that I know. I'm sorry, it does exist in the town. It's gross, and we should get rid of it. But it does there, and I think the motion acknowledges that and acknowledges the fact that we, as a town, and you as councillors, take a very small, very easy step to make those people reassured that their town's looking out for them. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yes, I've spoken before, I know, but on this issue, I've got somebody who works for me and has lived in Ledbury from Poland for 25 years. Her son was born here and he's gone to school and he works here. And in the few weeks following Brexit, she was told 2 or 3 times to go home. Well, she's as Ledbury as we are, and she's worked and lived here for 25 years. But she's had 2 or 3 times she's had this and came to me in tears. So it does exist, all right, it's a small minority, but it does exist.
Right, thank you. Moving on to item 4, minutes. To approve the minutes